Let's see what the gang has been up to. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the How I Met Your Mother cast, Where Are They Now? Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. For this list, we'll be checking in on what the primary actors of the sitcom have been up to since the finale aired in 2014. Number 6, Cristin Milioti.
Hey, are you okay? You look stressed. Plus, you muttered a few words out loud. I heard lonely and unicorn, which actually gave me a great idea for a children's book, so thank you.
In some ways, Cristin Milioti had the hardest job of all the actors. She needed to meet expectations that had been building for many years, and she needed to convince the audience that she was the absolute right choice for Ted after so many prior girlfriends.
Me close and hold me fast, this magic spell you cast.
And despite the final season receiving a fair amount of backlash, most people would agree that Cristin Milioti nailed the role and exceeded expectations. She's continued to work in television, appearing prominently in the second season of Fargo and on the USS Callister episode of Black Mirror.
We're put on this earth to do a job, and each of us gets the time we get to do it.
She's also continued her work in theater, starring as Ellie in the off-Broadway production of David Bowie's Lazarus. Number 5, Neil Patrick Harris. Many people knew Neil Patrick Harris as Doogie Howser before he basically disappeared and re-emerged as everyone's favorite ladies' man, Barney Stinson.
I'd like you to meet Mrs. Stinspire.
Hello, girls! Harris's role elevated him to the A-list, and he went on to host the Academy Awards in 2015. Since that time, he has executive produced and starred in Netflix's Peabody-winning A Series of Unfortunate Events, which aired for 3 seasons.
Who else has such robust good looks in such a large amount? I'm handsome and I'm talented and love your bank account!
He also executive produced and hosted a game show on NBC called Genius Jr., which tested the intelligence of children. As for 2019, the 3rd season of A Series of Unfortunate Events aired in January of that year, while he filmed a Netflix comedy special paying tribute to NBC's sketch comedy series Rowan and Martin's Laugh-In, called Still Laugh-In, The Stars Celebrate, in March. Number 4, Jason Segel.
You guys are gonna want to get in on this Gouda.
That's seared scallops with a mango chutney.
Seriously, don't sleep on the Gouda.
And that's lobster ravioli in a black truffle oil. Ooh.
Tick-tock goes the Gouda clock.
Jason Segel really hit his stride throughout How I Met Your Mother's run, starring in movies like Forgetting Sarah Marshall and I Love You Man.
Hello, pretty lady. Anybody want a peanut?
His heart certainly seems to be in the movies, because he hasn't done any live-action TV since the finale of How I Met Your Mother. His most prominent role since the show has been that of esteemed author David Foster Wallace in the feature The End of the Tour, for which he was nominated for an Independent Spirit Award.
I have spent most of my life in libraries. I never lived that dangerous kind of life, and I would never stick a needle into my arm.
Okay, so how do you think that rumor
I have no idea. I have no idea.
All right, calm down.
He's also starred in 2 Netflix-distributed movies, The Discovery and Come Sunday.
That's the good news.
And it's not all life in front of the camera, as he and novelist Kirsten Miller have been working on young adult books during the mid-2010s, including Otherworld, which was released in 2017. Number 3, Allison Hannigan.
It was finger painting day at school, and a 5-year-old boy got to second base with me.
Allison Hannigan arguably had the most prominent career pre-How I Met Your Mother by starring as Michelle in the American Pie series and Willow in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
And I'm eating this banana. Lunchtime be damned.
Unlike her on-screen husband, though, she's recently given TV precedence over film.
So you've been really busy since 3 a.m.
She starred as Ann Possible in the Disney Channel movie Kim Possible, and she'll appear in the 2nd season of the Super Channel's Pure, which can also be seen on Hulu and WGN America. But perhaps her biggest claim to post-How I Met Your Mother fame is hosting Penn and Teller Fool Us on the CW. She's been hosting the show since 2016 after taking the reins from Jonathan Ross. Magic and Allison, sign us up. Number 2, Cobie Smulders. Cobie Smulders was pretty much an unknown before starring in How I Met Your Mother.
Have you met Robin?
And now she is a major Hollywood star. Look at her go. Most people will know her as Maria Hill from the Avengers movies, although she's also done plenty of other work.
There's even talk of Jane getting a Nobel Prize.
Yeah, they must be busy because they'd hate missing you guys get together.
Testosterone.
Oh my goodness.
Excuse me.
Want a lozenge?
She starred alongside Tom Cruise in Jack Reacher: Never Go Back and provided the voice of Wonder Woman in 2 of the Lego movies. She's also made a splash on TV and the web, appearing in Arrested Development, Friends from College, and A Series of Unfortunate Events alongside her former How I Met Your Mother co-star.
Operator, can you check that number again, please? It's quite urgent. Yes, thank you. First name Montgomery, last name Montgomery.
2019 looks to be her best year yet, as she has both Avengers Endgame and Spider-Man Far From Home in the pipeline. Number 1. Josh Radnor. While Josh Radnor hasn't attained the same level of mainstream success as Cobie, he is doing just fine for himself.
I mean, shouldn't we hold out for the person who doesn't just tolerate our little quirks, but actually kind of likes them?
He starred in the PBS period medical drama Mercy Street and the NBC musical Rise, both of which have been canceled.
Yeah, I'm taking over the theater, and I guess I'm a little nervous.
He will also star in the Amazon video series The Hunt, which chronicles a group of Nazi hunters in 1970s New York. But it's not all TV. He starred in the movie Social Animals and released an album with musician Ben Lee called Radnor and Lee. He also starred as Seymour in a 2018 Kennedy Center production of Little Shop of Horrors. Furthermore, he's continued to direct, and he's scheduled to oversee the sci-fi film The Leaves. This man does it all. Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from MsMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.